What do you know? I'm feeling better. But what you also know is that the day that I took off to go and recover from my terrible throat infection was the same day that everyone and their mothers decided to upload to their YouTube channels, which would have been React Andy Gold. It's almost like they're out there listening and waiting. Is Makari not going to be reacting today? Time to upload, lads! Well, as always, I seem to be playing catch-up, so let's get into it by watching some Badger, shall we? The Once in a Blue Moon Badger video. And I'm also being joined by Tia, who has been taken all of this morning to torment me, so what they put into this is going to be very up in the air, but I don't know. Maybe you have some opinions. Oh, I see. Well, without any further ado, let's subject ourselves to some Badger bull shenaniganery.
That a game had lost 98% of its players.
So
Would you want
PUBG.
to play that game? What if
PUBG?
I told you the player
PUBG.
count had skyrocketed by 55 times over the last 18 months? Would you want to play that game? These are the kinds of binary statements that I am bombarded with all the time when deciding which games I will and won't play. My issue is that both of these statements are technically true, but
So let's not beat around the bush on this one. Let's not pretend like Badger doesn't just choose the video he does the game he does a video on any other reason other than how many memes can he make out of it, and will they sponsor him to put a skin of him in the game? Because anyone that likes to think otherwise is fooling themselves.
incredibly misleading with cherry-picked data that isn't telling you the whole story. That's a free weekend, dog.
What? Cherry-picking data to validate their terrible opinions? This never happened on the internet once in our lives. Tia, have you ever heard of people who cherry-pick data and specifically exclude the relevant context to completely invalidate everything what people have been saying?
Ma'am, I worked for the federal government.
So you know all about that.
Don't quote that number, which is why in today's video game market, I refuse to listen to anybody else but myself. The boomers are using too much.
Okay, real talk? Wait, did you know that we have a Discord and a Twitch? No? Well, now you do. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you click those little links over there and be part of the fun? Just like the rest of us cool kids, you know what I'm saying? True. Can we stop? Like, the days are gone where I listen to any games publicist, because 9 times out of 10, these are the same people that were saying Concord was going to be our winner. These are the same people that get paid by EA and the big AAA companies to say, yeah, no, our game's great. The game's great. Like the same people who are judging Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game, to be good. I mean, of course they're going to be saying it's good when the big AAA companies paying them multi-millions of dollars to give them that that score. Not to mention, and if they're not being paid for their view, tabloid publicists for games journalism are all very outdated, and they're a dying breed. So what do? They always try and do what's gonna draw in the most attention. So how do they draw in the most attention? Well, I'll tell you how.
Rage bait.
Exactly. Oh, that game that's very clearly loved by everyone? Well, wouldn't it be so controversial if they gave it a negative review? I mean, look at Space Marine 2, for crying out loud. Loved by
Lordy.
everybody. They and all these tabloids that were struggling decided to give it like the most lowest bottom of the barrel vote, giving it a higher vote than Star Wars Outlaw, I think it was called. Clearly, no intent for being an authentic review beyond just rage baiting. Actually... Because you damn well know everyone and their mothers are going to sit there who's actually enjoying the game going, right, you just said what about my game? Or the ones who are rightfully disliking a game, but they're like, you said, you think this game's good? Are you okay? Are you high? But hey, that's they just pulled the wool over your eyes. They just made you engage with their shitty content. Rage baiting in a nutshell.
Too many sensationalized headlines that are probably AI. The Zoomers.
Oh, don't get me started on Dragon Age. I couldn't even get started.
Like cooked mid L8 slop.
More slop, please. My bowl is out.
Yo, slop!
These words
Yo, we
tell
got some
me
slop?
nothing. These player
Slop
counts
within
tell
my
me nothing.
slop?
Like, remember
That's
Tab
crazy.
G? That game had like 200 concurrent players. That was absolutely a dead game. But that shit was gas, Batman. Am I getting...
Gee, it's almost like a game doesn't need to necessarily be popular for you to make good content out of it. It's almost like content creators should stop trying to chase the big thing and learn how to make content that's good. Because the sign of a good content creator, and get this right, like, camera, zoom in on me a sec. Camera, come here. Camera, on me. It's almost like content can be entertaining regardless. Shocker.
Nah, fake news. Nah, fake news. I don't believe it.
I mean, look, it stands to reason that this is why Russian Badger ends up being as successful as he is, because this guy could literally play any game and make it funny.
Feedback on the chip in my hand? Oh god, I am. Ooh, that's bad. So when my homie Bada told me that 2042 had a major glow up and was worth trying out again, I just had to
I heard that
re-enter
too,
the
actually.
world of Battlefield and experience it for myself.
Yo, I thought we were doing a world tour. Why are we playing 2042?
Yeah, no, I actually downloaded 2042 like a month or two ago. It was certainly a lot of fun.
What's so bad about
Not
it? The
exactly
players
my kind of
left.
game,
What's
but I
so
could see
good
why
about it
people
that
would be
some
jumping
players
back
came
into it.
back. And when you mix all the good and all the bad together, any fun.
Well, that's the problem, though, is BattleBit exists still,
Short
and
answer
it's
is
wildly
yes,
popular.
it is fun. If you want to skip this whole last video and ruin my ad revenue, that's fine. But that, yes, comes with a whole lot of
ad
nuance,
revenue.
a whole lot of exceptions, a whole lot of but, because when it's good, it's very good.
Yo, guys, you can skip his ad revenue, but please, for the love of God, don't skip mine, because I'm in crippling debt.
And when it's bad, it's very bad.
All right, I guess Battlefield's kind
Oh,
of cool.
Frostbite.
Oh, fuck, I hate this game, dude.
Okay, but be honest. Who gets into a game with 60+ players in a single map and doesn't expect there to be some slight desync? Guys, it's not like these games are run by multi-billion-dollar studios or anything. Oh, wait, they are.
Well, that's the problem, right? Like, fucking Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 both had really good latency. So I don't know what kind of shit happened with 2042.
Oh boy, wouldn't that be a fun little rabbit hole to go down?
God fucking damn it.
So if you'd like to hear about this nuance and all the messy details of this Battlefield brought back to life, I invite you to hear me out. Shout out Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 for making this video possible.
Amazing.
It's
And
yellow
there's
water
the
with 100
sponsor.
milligrams of
Spot-
caffeine
yo.
and is
Thank you for backing it up. I was appreciating the view.
Okay, real talk here for a second. Can we just take a, like... This is some me levels of anatomy right here. I did not realize that Russian Badger was so based. Like, that is some actual hentai Makari fan art levels of anatomy right there. I ain't complaining, by the way. However, what I am going to point out is that they gave this woman a camel toe. Holy crap. I ain't going to zoom on that
Yeah,
because
they're
that's
not.
going to get me TOS, but
no
Jesus.
subtlety here. There is no subtlety
You know,
here anymore.
most of these waifu cups, I mean, you know, they hold themselves to some semblance of, you know, anatomical synchronicity, you know, some, like, levels of, you know, waifu shaker. That is straight up hentai. That is straight up hentai, and I love it.
and is dirt cheap at less than 50 cents per serving. That's cheaper than fentanyl. Why haven't you bought this shit yet?
Oh
This gun
shit,
is
cheaper than
incredible.
fentanyl?
10% off
Damn,
the link
dude,
below,
I'm
and
in.
I'll donate
You know,
100% of the
I was kind of on the fence before that, but knowing that this is better than my daily dose of fentanyl. Okay, you know what? I'm in. God damn, the world we live in, where fentanyl's the fucking go-to joke these days.
profits to my personal bank account.
I mean,
Enough
it's
riff-raff,
that or
let's
force
fucking go.
tranquilizers.
Battlefield 2042 with, I kind of like the gun in my left hand. Yeah, that's cooler. Battlefield 2042 was released in November
What a
2021.
subtle little flex, by the way.
God, what a
you
dork.
wouldn't have noticed it, but that right there to an animator is like, did he just do that? No, I'm being deadly serious, guys.
100%
Like,
of the
think about
profits
it
to
from
my
this
personal
perspective,
bank
right?
account. Now, enough
Gotta keep in mind,
riff-raff, let's
he
fucking
is
go. Battlefield 20.
he is motion captioning this, right? And the way motion captioning works is it's usually one whole model. So
42.
He-
I kind of like the gun in my left hand.
he went out of his way to animate the pistol appearing in both hands. That was so. This is Russian Badger having fun with his editing, and I'm sorry. That right there is
We're here
the
for it.
funniest part about this so far, because he would have had to like the dude would have had to have spent an extra 5 hours or so rigging that up and making it work in the animation, and it just that right there would have gone over so many people's head. Like, to everyone else, it's like an ADHD moment. To me, it's a, why would you do that? Why would you put yourself through that hassle?
Ma'am, that's still an ADHD moment. Let's be honest.
I know, but it's a bit of a, it's like he's flexing with ADHD on us. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's cooler. Battlefield 2042 was released in November 2021, and the launch was a disaster.
Oh boy,
We're
it was.
talking tech
Dude,
issues.
I remember the launch for this. It was literally the worst. I played as best as I could. I had so many. I fell through the map. I had a guy who was walking around and you could only see his gun. But the thing is, you would think that it was just an invisibility, like his textures hadn't loaded. No! His model was back at spawn, but his guns were running ahead like they were just being wielded by someone. And the problem was, his model was still the hit registry. So you would be shooting at where these waddling guns were, and you'd be shooting right through it. And yet his avatar, his human avatar, was still sat at back at spawn. And that was to me, that said to me, yeah, you know what? You know, maybe this game needed to cook for a little bit longer. Yeah, you know, I think we're gonna go back and play PlanetSide.
With game crashes, bugs, and server instability. Missing core features like a scoreboard, voice chat, and they even did away with the class system
God,
in favor
it was
of a
so
specialist system. Like,
bad.
this is some kind of hero shooter now. The maps were too big and too empty, as if the whole game was one giant Death Stranding reference to walking, and it was painfully lacking in content players did want, and chock full of content players did.
And that's wild, right? Like, the developers who make these kind of things sit there and go, okay, so we had a very, very successful game. Now we're going to make a sequel. Now, we literally have the gospel and the instructions on how to make a successful sequel because all we need to do is make the previous game, but better. So somewhere down the line, somebody had way too much hit of their cheap-ass fentanyl rather than having their Russian Badger Gamer Fart energy drink. Because clearly, that fentanyl went straight to the head and said, yeah, let's take out all the things that they enjoyed from the previous game.
Yeah.
Didn't want. Like, the extraction
Like, they
mode
actively
hazard
had to
zone, because
fuck
what
this
if
up.
every game
Like, they had to be
was just
trying to
Tarkov?
fuck it up.
I'm streaming Tarkov to the Discord, bro. It's so cool.
Fuck you, Russian Badger. Fuck you. Don't remind me of Escape from Tarkov. That game is a nightmare to me. I have 7,000 hours in that game. It is a love-hate relationship. I cannot put it down. I want
It is an
to. It
abusive
hurts me.
relationship.
Every time I download a new wipe, I'm like, oh man, this wipe's worse than the last. And yet I still keep playing it! I still keep playing it! Even after all the pain it's put me through. Nikita, why? Nikita, stop putting zombies in the game and fix the fucking hackers problem. God!
To be fair,
Keep streaming it. We love it. We think it's
that's
so
also me
awesome,
playing with
man.
your feelings on average.
Using the M1A.
I want Russian Badger to do a video on Escape from Tarkov. I really do.
Again, that's awesome. That's amazing. Oh my god, keep going. Yes, I care so much.
Yes,
about
I have
Glue Car.
Tarkov trauma,
Yeah,
leave me
Glue
alone.
Car. Yeah, keep. Oh my god.
Glue car? No, his name's Glucose, actually. His name's Glucose. Because he raises my blood sugar every time he nails me from 500 meters away with his stupid-ass fucking Ash 12.
Hey, put on the pain every time you die. Shut up, bro.
To top all of this off, the response to these issues from EA was laughable, and it became yet another reminder to never pre-order a game, especially one from a AAA developer, and never tweet while you're going through some shit, dog. Press any button but the fuck.
Or to tweet whilst you're taking a shit. Because post-shit clarity makes you realize that what you were tweeting, what you were tweeting whilst you were taking a deuce probably wasn't the wisest idea. Then your mind clears from that post-rectal squeezing clarity, and oh boy, you're gonna regret that. Do not deuce on company time.
Fucking tweet button. I got my own fair share of flack when I made a video in the beta saying I didn't care it was a mess because I was having fun and Battlefield games always launch in an unfinished.
True. No,
I know
you're
that
right.
person.
He's right.
I know that person.
Oh no.
Of course, it's the one with the
Oh, good.
friggin' Pokemon badge.
Direct
thing is-
call out to you.
The thing is, though, like, who the fuck cares? Like, yeah, a game's gonna be in bad quality, sure, but enjoy a game for what you can if you're having fun with it. I am in the stance of, yes, a game can be atrocious. And yes, you should make a stance. But if you don't care, it doesn't matter. If you're having fun, and that's all that matters to you, have fun with it. At the very least, wherever you lie on the spectrum, the only thing that should ever matter is not letting other people's issues become your issues. Not letting other people's comments determine whether you do or do not play a game. Because at that point, the only person who's losing out is yourself. It's like, if a game has a rocky launch and you're going to sit there saying, well, I was going to have fun with it, but because everyone else is jumping off of it, I'm not going to play it either. Make sure you prioritize your own fun versus other people's. And, you know, set your you got to set your you have to set your expectations based on what you're going to do. If you want to set a message, then yeah, don't play it. But if you're just wanting to have some fun, then you should totally come to my stream.
Finished state. But now that the time has passed and the dust has settled, it's safe to say that the release was a failure and the game lost 98% of its players in 6 months.
Okay, this is kind of a comment about something, like, this isn't so much a comment about how bad or good the game was. It's more of a comment about game development. Like, it's another shining example about a game that was just released way too early. A game that needed at least another 6 months in the oven. And, you know, because at its core and what it is now should have been what it was like on launch. And that's not a problem with the game itself. That's a problem with higher-ups and developers trying to just pump out as much shit to take advantage of the audience and make more money rather than putting out quality content. But that's a different subject. It's just, that's the argument. Like, people are stupid. Like, especially people on Twitter. People are way too quick to misalign their anger. People were angry at the launch of the game and at the game rather than the people pumping it out too early. The issue isn't that the game was broken, it's the fact that it was put out broken. Like, if the anger should not have been at the game's launch, it should have been at the people who made it. That should have been the issue.
From that low point of around 2,000 players, it has crawled its way back to around 10,000 players as we've been recording this footage, and finding full servers is no problem. And the first day I started playing 2042,
it's a little bit like Helldivers. You know? Helldivers lost loads of players. And it's a sign that any game can come back given effort and time and the actual understanding of the audience. Like, Helldivers might be the best example about how you do a U-turn on killing your game. Like, Helldivers launched amazingly, but then they were making decisions that made everyone hate it, and Sony obviously jumped in. But ever since they realized they've been changing things about Helldivers, they've been improving it, they've made the experience better, and now they went from an average of 20,000 viewers, 20,000 players, back up to like 60,000. It's totally doable. But what it requires you as a developer is to listen to your community. Just saying.
The Battlefield magic was still alive. It doesn't matter what the player count is, it's still there.
He's low as shit, dude.
Let me hit him with a goose up. Watch
And
this shit. Watch
I
this
think that's actually another comment as well. People put way too much weight on the size of a game. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember exactly what I was saying because I got rated, but I think the point I was trying to make was that people get lost in numbers. Like, people will see a game having 20,000 players and be like, oh, but it had 100,000 players when it launched, man. That means it's a failure. Dude, 20,000 people is enough to fill a city. That is a huge amount of people still playing a game. Anyway, people just trying to have fun, and people trying to ruin other people's fun by focusing on things that don't matter. If a game dies, it dies. Until it dies, have fun.
But it's still a chess game, nonetheless.
God damn it, Gigi. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Tia, what's a kilometer?
There's always the option to
Yo, Abyss, thank you for the resub. Oh, wow, sorry. Wow. That's awkward. Abyss, thank you very much for the fucking raid. Thank you. Wow, a resub? Damn, I'm still clearly sick as shit. Thank you for the resub. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Ma'am.
Mouth speak faster than brain has time to process. Guys, go follow Abyss, please. Can we get a shout out, please? Mods?
Ma'am. That happens not just when you're sick. That's your daily.
I know, and I hate it. Mods, shout that bastard out, please. Abyss, I love you. Thank you for the raid.
Superior aim and reflexes. There's always the option to outthink, outplay, outmaneuver, or
look at those
silly your
delightful
opponent.
hand motions.
Just disappear.
Talk with your hands.
Get dunked on, fucker.
I don't think your average
Gamer
FPS
talk.
player understands just how much stupid shit you can do.
Isn't it kind of crazy that like you can have some of the nicest friends on the planet, you know, the kind of Christian Minecraft server, most polite people you've ever known in your life. And then the second they jump into a Call of Duty lobby or a Battlefield lobby, they turn into some, like, terminal Redditor that's just heard that their favorite waifu's not going to be talking to them anymore. And what the fuck you saying to me all this shit? Like, all of a sudden, they go from the choir boy into the most shit-talky, gamer-worded person you've ever met. Damn, Daniel, I thought we were supposed to be going to choir practice. Oh, wait for me, Johnny. I'm too busy dunking on this fool who thought he had a game on me. Oh, fam, innit? Yeah, they go full
true, I
ninja.
played Couch
Launching a
Co-op
TV
Halo.
missile into the other team's spawn right off the rip is just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, don't even think, just launch.
Oh, there's another
you
guy
at,
doing it, though.
fucker? Where
There's
you
another
at,
guy doing
fucker?
it. Love it. Love it.
Hell yeah!
I love it when games let you be bad-mannered like that. It's kind of like the Helldivers thing. Like, sure, you can bring whatever the freak weapons you want to a game. Is it going to be optimal? No. Is it going to be fun as fuck? Absolutely. I think games are way more fun when the developers allow you to have the freedom to be a little shitter. I think that's way more fun.
Yeah, brother, hell
Like, the important thing is to take the game
amount of
seriously
stupid
enough
shit
is
you
to
can
take the
use
game
in
seriously, but not
2042
so
has
seriously it ruins
exploded
the
with The
enjoyment.
addition of specialists that each have their own unique way of cheesing the enemy.
I can block tank shells, right? Fuck you.
What?
I blocked it, dude. It worked.
Dude, what's he made? What's his legs made out of? Kryptonite? Jesus, just straight up blocks a tank shell. You know, he can block a tank shell, but can he dodge my words of... Can he dodge these bars? Don't think so.
But you gotta be careful because just saying the word specialists is dangerous. Your diehard Battlefield player...
Oh yeah, you fully know, by the way, he can take a tank shell
Ugh.
directly to the shield, but if the tank aims like a fraction of the inch to the right and hits the area right next to him, dead.
Yep.
Like, tank shell, like 120 millimeter tank shell of tungsten carbide directly to the face, no problem. But hitting slightly to the right on the ground next to you, guts everywhere.
hate specialists. If you see some nasty ass comment on the internet about how much somebody hates 2042, odds are it has something
It's okay.
to do with
They're running the
specialists.
Playing this game is less
Gears of
enjoyable
War
than
philosophy.
letting
You just
a
need to hide behind a
radioactive
brick wall for a little
flavored
bit.
rat climb up the exit hole.
From what I can gather, this school
Ooh, free uranium. Guys, remember to have your uranium snack for the day.
of thought
tasty
thinks it
crumb
turns
of uranium.
Battlefield into a hero shooter. It
Tastes like
betrays
sour
the traditional
candy.
four-class system. They screw up the game's balance. They decrease team play and overall do not fit the
That's not a
Battlefield
joke, that's
mold.
true.
Granted, most of this criticism is coming from Reddit, which can be an overly negative place that I try to treat like Dagoth Ur and not take too seriously.
And his greatest insult is just like, motherfucker, you're on Reddit.
But to their
And that's the same sentiment I meant earlier. There are places you take conversation seriously, like in a school sometimes, like in some governmental debate sometimes. The place you don't take people's comments seriously is on Reddit or Twitter, because the chances are the person behind that keyboard is either a dog or a 12-year-old.
credit, there are some compelling points to their argument. With the specialist system, each class has a ton more variety, but a whole lot less identity. Battlefield thrives off of that magical synergy between 4 separate classes, each doing their own unique jobs, from spotting to healing to resupplying to blowing shit up.
It's going around the blue container. It's on the right side of B right.
And then any of the classes that I choose that specialize in just dying every 5 seconds. Oh, you want a
Mood.
speciality in seeing the lobby and the respawn screen? Well, that's any of the classes you choose, because you suck that much!
Execute somebody. Come here, bitch. Ugh.
Dang, got it with the TV missile. Quad, baby.
Since release, they have reintroduced the 4-class system by shoving
Nice.
each operator into a role that shares a common gadget and a weapon proficiency buff specific to their class, like assaults getting extra assault rifle magazines and recons getting constant steady scope. This may be closer to classic Battlefield, but with each specialist having their own unique gadget.
Dude, isn't it kind of crazy how the only way they can make the game better is by making it like the prequel? Or like the game that came before? Yeah, guys, we're gonna put out a new game, and it's so good that we've removed all of the features, and as time's gone by, they're like, yeah, you know what? Let's like quietly walk that back. Let's to improve the game, let's make it more like the game that we're supposed to be improving on.
Gadget and their own unique trait. That means dozens of different options for stupid shit
In some
you can
respects,
use for
that's
stupid.
that's like Blizzard mentality. Let's create a problem and sell you the answer. Yeah, guys, give it up for Blizzard. I mean, to be fair, at least they're making this as just part of the game rather than Blizzard's bullshit, where it's like, hey, yeah, let's create a problem and sell you a $90 mount to fix it.
Yes, with the grappling hook, baby. I thought you couldn't kill him anymore. You
Jimmy,
totally
man.
can. That's
It's always
amazing.
Jimmy's fault, isn't
Doze's
it?
ballistic shield, for
Or
example.
Billy.
A weapon that is able to deflect basically anything you spam at it.
Makari, they're selling that
Oh
now
my
for
God, they're
$90
so
because
desperate.
people fucking buy it.
Yeah, do you want to know what that's called? That's called the idiot tax. If people spend $90 on a mount, those are the people that you know haven't got the IQ. Either that, or are just way too rich for their own good. And that is, unfortunately, something terminal of Blizzard games.
He's killed, dog.
Unlike so many other games that won't let you melee with a shield or it's 2 hits for a melee kill, this shit is a 1-hit kill and can even kill multiple targets.
In some respects, it's that furry philosophy as well. Man, dude, I'm eating air soup today. I'm so poor. Do you want to see this new $90 mount that I bought, though? Hey guys, I'm struggling, man. I'm having to eat ice today because I'm so broke. But do you want to see this new $5,000 fursuit that I bought?
With a single bash.
Kablooey. Kablooey. Kablooey.
On top of that,
Oh man,
Doze's
is the
passive
shield still that busted? Seriously? That was one thing that pissed me off about shield users back when I originally played, was people just rocking around with a shield going la la la, look at me, I'm immortal, then boom, shield to the face.
trait is explosive damage resistance, so even a grenade or an RPG will not save you. And by the time you're mag dumping at his feet, it's already too late.
Oh, come here.
Is it so much to ask, and it is so hard to achieve in a game, that if somebody gets hit by a impact grenade to the face, that they die? Battle State games, Escape from Tarkov. I ask for very few things. And just a little bit of realism with, you know, explosives would be great. Like, time to kill is not that hard to nail. If somebody takes a 50 caliber bullet to their face, there is maybe 1 in 1,000 people that would survive that. Speaking of which.
Come here, boy. I see you in the corner.
he killed me,
I done seen you in the corner.
Oh my
I
god,
done
that's
seen you
such
in the corner.
cheese.
Give me that
That's
double
such
kill,
cheese.
baby.
What do you
I'm
do?
rewatching this
I mean,
footage.
really, it's their
That's so
fault.
fucked.
It's really their fault for putting themselves in a corner, let's face it.
I think it's safe to say that DICE gave the Assault class way too much sauce. Like, you've got Dozer's ballistic shield, you've got McKay's grappling hook, which is way better than you think it is.
Yo, can you grapple onto a...
God, when was the
Do
last
it,
time-
do it, do it, do it.
Oh
Yes!
my god, you can? What the fuck?
That's
What
cheese.
the
That's
fuck?
utter cheese.
Sundance, arguably the most infamous operator in 2042, is also Assault with their flying squirrel wingsuit that I enjoy using at the lowest speeds possible.
Yeah, because that's how wingsuits work.
That is the slowest.
Guys, it's okay. In video games, gravity and physics are only a suggestion. They're not things you have to listen to or even care about. If these games go by Warhammer Orc philosophy. If you believe it hard enough, then it'll come true.
Light I've ever seen in my entire
This makes
life.
no
Holy
sense,
shit.
dude.
What the fuck was that?
And last but not least, we've got the king of stupid shit in the Assault class, Zane, with his insanely dumb XM370 airburst.
Well, anyway.
Not with that attitude.
Yes, sir. The airburst. The
He's
triple
behind me.
kill, baby.
Unlike a traditional
I'm
grenade
pretty
launcher
sure that
strikes a
doesn't
surface to
exist in
explode,
terms
the
of, like,
370 can
rifles,
lock
right? 'Cause that
onto
just
a surface and explode just beyond it, so being on a roof, behind cover,
Like, I'm pretty sure
around a
airburst
corner,
rifles
one-
exist, but not... They're designed as, like, long-distance artillery. You don't... Huh?
save you from the blast.
Absolute commitment.
Yeah, there's like 4 drones in here.
Airburst is base. That's a triple kill, baby.
Oh,
Holy
dear.
shit.
I was so confused as to why more people weren't
That's
running around with
awesome.
this thing, because it felt like every time I spammed this thing at a spotted enemy, it would suddenly land a triple kill.
Just get a back.
I got a bag.
Oh, dear.
Oh shit.
Womp womp.
Yes, sir. That's a triple kill.
Oh, you're
baby.
right, you're right. Sorry, Dad, to be stupid. Sorry, I know it's my mistake. I keep questioning logic in this game.
Battlefield classes purely based off the firepower in their arsenal. Every class in Battlefield has always had deadly weapons, but this specialist Zane has got a primary, secondary, grenades, the XM370, C5, a self-heal pen, and a passive that regenerates.
There are some
shit.
people in this world that would say that they're compensating for something. Not me. Not me. I think this person's so busted that they not only gave him all of these weapons, but a fucking 17-inch well to go along with it. It's just he's unfortunately immensely mentally
I don't think you can say
Hell
that.
After a kill. Whoa, this guy feels much less
I
like
didn't
a
say anything,
soldier
though.
playing a role in a team and much more like an army of one.
Let me use my airburst for this. This is actually a really good airburst opportunity.
Yeah, you could just like walk onto it from a distance.
Do we get a notification when
He
they're
is
using-
literally.
Yeah, where it says A.
This
there'll
guy
be some,
literally
little
thinks he's the main
palm,
protagonist.
icon that'll fly.
He literally thinks he's the main protagonist. Ah, yes, I will single-handedly take this entire army on by myself.
Flash. That's how you know they're on it.
Okay.
Yeah, like right now.
Okay. It's working. It's working.
Oh,
baby.
that's
Double.
such cheese.
All right, grenade again. We're gonna grenade it. We're gonna grenade it. This is
I'm
gonna
starting
work.
to feel
This
like
is
I
gonna
need to
work.
play
We're
some
running with
Battlefield.
C4.
Hold
We're
up.
running with C4.
They're defusing.
I got it off. Yes, triple kill, baby.
Do I start this installed?
Oh my god.
Let's go.
No way. That worked
Easy.
too.
Ignore my
perfectly.
hentai games.
The airburst.
Okay, I might have to re-download this.
C5, baby. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
73 minutes
Man.
playtime.
My leg's so skinny.
Oh, he's
my
a
God.
double amputee.
Oh, I did not. Wait.
It sounds kind of cringe, but I think I'm having another epiphany while watching back this footage. I think I get the argument against specialists now. Battlefield was built off of each class being incredible at a specific thing, yet dependent on other classes for
Like,
other
I
things.
get
as if
what they were
each player
going
was
for,
only
but
one-
I think the problem that he's kind of referring to is more that it was built off of the class identity to begin with. But why are you changing the philosophy off of something that people played the game to begin with? Like, at that point, you're not playing the same game. Like, it just makes sense, right?
piece of the puzzle. You're an engineer, which means you can blow up and
Like,
repair
not having
vehicles, but
classes
where are
makes
you gonna get
sense.
ammo?
But
Where
it
are you
just,
gonna
it
get
just
out?
doesn't make
Where are you
sense
gonna
in the
get intel? When I look at a specialist
hyperbolic
like
bubble
Sundance
of
with a
what
primary, secondary,
Battlefield is.
grenade, C5, self-heal pen, cluster grenade, and wingsuit, that does not feel like a piece of the puzzle. That feels like almost the whole fucking puzzle, dog. She feels incredibly independent because she's deadly at fragging infantry. She can blow things
Looks
up.
like
she
Hell
can heal
Diver.
herself, and she isn't relying on vehicles.
looks like one of
with
the Chaos
crazy
Divers, actually.
mobility of her wingsuit. She's obviously not completely independent because she can't give herself ammo, destroy vehicles from afar, or provide intel to the extent of a recon.
And
But
that's
in a
why you have
franchise built around
classes,
four
so
pieces
other
of the
classes can
puzzle
fill in for what
coming
they don't do
together as
well.
one, she feels like 2.5 pieces.
But
by
nah, that's
herself.
too difficult to
Battlefield has been
comprehend,
blurring
apparently.
the lines between classes for a while now, like the buddy revive mechanic from Battlefield 5, where you can revive members of your own squad without needing to be a medic. But I think on one edge of the spectrum, you've got the old school hardcore Battlefield players that will always love that do love specialists because they can do so much by themselves. They don't have faith that the average Battlefield player knows what they're doing. They believe in the Battlefield memes that supports don't give ammo, medics don't revive, and engineers don't repair. They view the random squad
I don't know,
mates like the captain
Badger,
of the
it sounds
Titanic.
like you're
You
doing
can
an awful
scream
lot of
at him
overthinking.
7 straight times, and 7 straight times he will ignore your advice.
Core.
What?
Me core. I told you to lock in and you hit a fucking iceberg, Siri.
Yeah,
size of a fucking building.
I'm going.
Why does that map look like it's something from Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, I fuck up.
You guys know the map I'm talking about.
Personally, I find myself somewhere in the middle of this Fantastic Four versus Specialist debate. I love the Classic Four, the teamwork it requires to thrive and how divided each role is. Like, I love the old system of every class getting its own set of primary weapons instead of 2042 letting any
Why, Mr. Badger, why are we celebrating the fundamentals of the game that were basically there from the original that should have been there from the Battlefield? Like, I get you're celebrating the
use any
concept,
gun.
but
at the same time,
isn't
I'm
that
not
the
a
entire
purist that thinks
point?
that the rigid system of 4 has to exist the way it has in every Battlefield forever, and DICE should never take a risk to improve or iterate on it just because players hate change. I've been playing Battlefield for almost 16 years. and if
God, lest we talk about the most original version of this, Counter-Strike. Dude, the difference of having like different weaponry based on class and faction, Counter-Strike. I used to love it back in the day of Counter-Strike, wherever I'd get in as a terrorist or something. And you know, if I ever got in as a counter-terrorist and I didn't have access to my AK, I would specifically go out of my way to go and find a terrorist with an AK and take theirs. Because fuck using the M4.
found myself incredibly frustrated with it countless times when my squad mates suck and don't do their job. Believe it or not, I started this YouTube channel 14 years ago because I thought Battlefield players were bad at Battlefield. I was so
God,
tired of being at the
his
top of
YouTube
the
channel's almost as old as
scoreboard of a losing
mine.
Team that I started uploading YouTube tutorials so I could show these shitters how to improve their game and actually win for once. So on
that takes me
note,
back.
I kind of like the
God, I think my
specialists that have
YouTube,
such a
I started my
massive
YouTube channel
arsenal
back in
of tools that they can
2008,
carry a team to
making
victory
stupid
even when my squad is not playing
World
their
of Warcraft
class
videos.
correctly and making everything harder for me.
Just kill him. Just kill him, and I still got him. And I'm
okay
just
with this
proud
fight.
like
That was
that.
patient, and you took him.
They don't even know that I'm here, chat. What are they doing? What are they doing? They don't even
They're
know that I'm here.
blind. Tunnel visioning. Look at that.
Is this goated?
Not a
Like, what is
single
wrong with
IQ
you
between
right now?
any of these
I love these moments
enemy
that
players.
They
Badger
just
is
lose
like-
their brain?
I love those moments when Badger is just like gaming out super hard, like, yo, chat, like, look at this shit I'm doing, and we're in the
Some
corner
John
being,
Wick
like, horrible
bullshit.
little fucking gremlins. It's great.
That's me, guys. One guess which of these. One guess which side of the fence I'm on here. One guess. Sometimes
have
I'll
to
have a
guess. I
moment
played
in
Dark
like.
Tide with you.
Sometimes I'll have a moment in like Helldivers where I pull out the revolver and like use 6 bullets to my 6 shooter and take out 6 robots, and then the next minute I'll sit there using a precision orbital strike right at my feet because he who funny.
Now, while I was making this video, EA revealed that the next Battlefield is getting rid of the specialist system and going back to the basics with the OG4 classes, so they're ditching the whole hero shooter thing. But all of this thinking about classic Battlefield versus new Battlefield has me convinced that the single most important factor in your Battlefield experience
I don't know. I don't take things seriously enough to be professional at shooter games these days. I tried doing it with Escape from Tarkov and other shooters. It's fun for about 5 minutes until you realize that no matter how hard you try, you will just get dunked on by the person who spent 9 million hours playing the game, or the person who spent $50 on hacks. At which point, what's the point? Just play for fun.
An otherwise non-chaotic game, super chaotic. And 4 you fuckers just missed a dude that ran through our entire line. What is wrong? What is wrong?
What's wrong is they're playing with you, Badger. They know you're gonna carry them.
Because I'm going.
The swaps.
I can self-heal, but I can't
He
get
said the
back
thing!
my
He said the
self-protection.
thing!
Such a fucking
Guys,
group of
roll
clowns.
credits. He said
The
South.
biggest misconception in Battlefield is that your squad mates
Man, my life
have
is
to
complete
be
now.
good to be successful, when I can assure you they do not. As long as your squad mates communicate and perform the role they are playing.
Well, see, there's the problem right there, Captain. Communication. Have you ever tried communicating with the average Battlefield lobby? I did. I got told to go back to the kitchen twice and other racial obscenities. Yeah, communication ain't happening.
We're talking ammo, revives, repair, and recon. Your experience will be 100 times better. Sigrid is a great example. She's not very good at Battlefield, but she communicates and does the job
kinda
of
cute,
the
though.
class that she's selected.
kinda cute.
So heavily hating on her kill-death ratio for hours
little
on
flick of
end
the hair.
is missing the bigger
Kinda cute.
picture of how important
A
teamwork
bit of a
is.
tomboy attitude going there.
Teammates, Sigrid's here.
Why do I have your
Her ass is the lowest person on the team. You can't even see her without scrolling down.
That's exactly the kind of hero that we need in our
Stab you
squad.
guys.
Shut up, EK.
I mean, better that than being so low you need to lower your IQ to see her. Which is where I would be. But at least I'd be having fun.
Sigrid's literally a VTuber.
Yeah, fuck all you guys.
This is
Yeah,
not a
fuck
good
all you
thing.
guys. Yeah,
Hell,
my
a
hero.
human being yet. She killed 2 bots and called
She's
it a day.
taking your job.
3 purple hearts. What do you have, buddy? Huh? I got a medal.
God, she's kind of a baddie though. Every other character looks like some Helldiver stick cube box kind of person. Meanwhile, she over here with a friggin' hourglass figure.
Whoa.
Damn.
Heavenly
You're
would
in the
question how he
wheelchair.
feels about Purple Heart veterans. Quote, you got hit, you suck. I'm pretty sure is what he said.
Quote from Heavenly Father, I don't fuck with losers.
Any quote from Heavenly Father will and always shall be used as reference for why we all struggle with our mental stability.
Heavenly's hating, he's getting paid to do it.
I am.
Words per minute, baby.
No blue check marks, no ad rev. I'm doing it for the love of the game. I'll hate racist.
Love of the game. You're playing competitive shooters for fun.
Yeah,
Cringe.
What's up, Grouse?
How is it that still when you do nothing, you're still a pain in my ass? How is that?
Hee-hee.
thing?
Misogynists everywhere will just say woman moment. Woman moment.
Eto, bleh.
We gotta keep Sigrid, please shoot that guy.
My shit is so fucked up. My audio keeps cutting in and out like every other second.
Does that
It's
stop me from
horrible.
clicking people in the head?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Heavenly, I'm neurodivergent and a minor, and
Whoa! Whoa, neurodivergent? Yo, me too. Guys, she's literally me. Neurodivergent and a complete gremlin. I found my iteration. Just with a lot less autism, I think.
actually,
What
it
the
makes
fuck
me
are
really
you
uncomfortable.
talking about, man? I just want you to kill a guy, bro. White women will press
I
with
can't
I'm
believe you would
neurodivergent,
ask
guys.
me to murder
Guys.
someone. That is so impolite of you.
Guys, please excuse my failings as a content creator. I am neurodivergent. You should all make acceptances and accommodations for me. I am neurodivergent. Please, all of you gift subs, because if you don't, you're being neurodivergentist.
You do a left click on a dude in front of you. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man.
Now that you know that squad play is the most critical part of your Battlefield experience, the second most important factor in the equation of you having fun might come as a surprise: server lottery. And if you don't mind me bragging to make my point here, I am cracked at Battlefield. I'm no professional, I never wore a jersey, but I have thousands upon thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of kills across Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3.
You know what this reminds me of? What he's talking about? Team Fortress 2 servers. Anyone who's played Team Fortress 2 knows full well that there were just the servers that were better. You either join the servers ran by furries because they know how to run servers because they're all IT professionals, or you join the ones run by Russians because they actually enjoy playing the game without getting hackers or bots in their game. So furries or Russians, it's really not a win-win situation here.
It's funny because he's a Russian badger. Let's go.
I
Anyway.
don't even know exists. I don't brag about much, but if there's one flex in my life that feels completely justified, it's my ability to play Battlefield, and I will die on this hill.
I want to play.
Okay,
Battlefield
Russian
again.
Badger.
naturally
You said that
good at this
about
game.
Rainbow
It's
Six
actually
as
fucking
well.
absurd.
Sheesh.
Absurd.
Flex much?
Humble too. Yeah.
You can bite my dick, asshole. I'm so good at this game.
Yeah, well, you know what?
gas.
I was a Master League StarCraft player. You don't see me rubbing that in your face. You want to know what? I was one of the first 400 beta testers in Fortnite Royale. You don't see me rubbing that in people's faces. So, fuck you,
Hey,
Badger.
Kari.
Like that. I'm just
Hey, Kari.
Yes.
You know what the difference is there?
What?
StarCraft's fucking dead.
Well, I mean, it's not as dead as Concord. Ah!
Ain't that the fucking truth?
no, I'm just
I love how
that.
Concord's
avenge you,
become the
Cash.
baseline
You
of
kill
if
me,
a
I'm
game's
dead.
dead or not. Game's
There's
dead or not.
more. I cannot be stopped. I cannot be stopped. This is my game. I'm so fuck you, Calvin. I'm still so good at this game, and I'm not humble either. I'm just good. I'm just good, dude. I'm just cracked.
So with
Hey
that
guys,
in mind,
I'm not.
that
I don't.
very
I
good
don't
at
mean. I'm not. I don't want to humble you all, but I was a Master League StarCraft player, just so you know.
Battlefield, I know what
I'm
I'm
very humble
doing in
about
any game mode and any server
No one
size.
cares. Get
Sometimes
off
the
the
Battlefield
stage.
experience is just ruined by team balance, or what I like to call server lottery. Sometimes the random combination of all of your team's players against all of the enemy team's players leads to such a skill gap that no matter what you do, you are destined to get steamrolled into a spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die scenario.
I'm so spawn dive. Wow, I actually did.
Even if I'm locked in, my squad's locked in, and we are doing everything we can to carry our team, 4 players can only do so much in a 64-player
Yeah.
server.
Oh my god, dude, I'm
Yeah.
fucking spawning and dying.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying boo-hoo, it sucks
I can
to
feel
lose,
that. That
because I
seems
think
like
it
a bit like
sucks on
that's
both
like
sides
again
when-
for those of you who needs a comparison. This is like being in Team Fortress 2 and being on the red team ever. Like just in any server being on red team. You join red team, you know you're screwed.
it's a landslide victory, you are bored and you are looking at a respawn screen the entire time. Who likes that? The losers are getting crushed so hard that players are quitting, which only makes things worse, and the winners are getting bored from having fewer and fewer targets
yes.
to shoot at.
The
on
winner
their way to the
fallacy.
win.
I can just feel that the other team is on the other end of spawn die, and it must feel so bad.
Why it stings so much in Battlefield is that these games can be
Yeah, because
really
nobody
long.
wants to join
Even
into a
if you're
game where you're
torn
getting
in half by a
farmed.
superior
At that
team,
point, you
it's
just
not
wait
like
and
so
try and
many
find a
other
game that's
shooters
just
out there where the
starting,
pain
or
is
you
over in 5
sit in that
minutes,
lobby
because
until you get to
32
start up
versus
again.
32 game modes, it could be 15 or 20 minutes of this shit.
Dude, I can't even stick my head out of spawn cover without getting murdered. They're already back here.
Just dodge the bullet, bro. Like, what's your problem?
Just get good, bro. Just seriously, click heads. It's that, dude, there is nothing in my life that upsets me more than people who say, just get good, bro. Because the same kind of people who say, just get good, bro, are the people who've played the game for like 15 minutes, have a KDA of like 4, of like 0, and they'll sit there saying, just get good, bro. Motherfucker, I've played this game for 500 hours and you're a literal fetus, and you're telling me to get good? You're at the bottom of the charts. I can't even see where you are right now. You've been sat in spawn the entire time, waiting for the next round to start while the rest of us are at least trying.
Hey, Kari, get good.
The other half, and why this stings so much, is the feeling of complete helplessness. In any other shooter, that's 5v5, 10v10, I'd even say up to a Call of Duty ground war of 16v16. One guy can carry, one guy can intervene.
Thanks for that follow, by the way.
He can stop the bleeding and give your team a fighting chance.
The funniest running bits on TikTok that I've seen is like every time I see an SCP posted that's like an end of the world scenario, the top comment is always, y'all acting like I would let this happen.
My top comment would have more been, oh, another end of the world SCP scenario. Oh, so it's another Tuesday then. Oh, so another one. Yeah, amidst the 5,000 other end of the world scenario SCPs. Yes, interesting. Excuse me.
Unfortunately, there is no such savior that is going to stop the steamroll from happening if you lose the server lottery.
Guys, can we all stop pretending like we're the main characters in our own story, please?
So many great things.
It's kind of cringe, honestly.
Massive scale with dozens.
Only I can be the main character in your story. You all know this. It's why you're subbed, primed, donating, and supporting my stupid ass donathon.
Hundreds of players in a server. That many guys running around with all these different weapons, all these different vehicles, and all these different ways to work together leads to so much chaos. It's why I fell in love with Battlefield in the first place.
Let's take this point back.
Okay, real talk. This seems like fun, but is it as fun as spawning into cargo, shipping cargo in Call of Duty, that tiny ass map with all the cargo containers, and spawning in with a minigun? Oh, I don't think so.
I want to go home.
If you recall what I said in the intro, that when
Having said that, though, I think what Battlefield does is it gets that feeling of the Call of Duty shipping container map, and it has that same feeling across an entire war zone, which is funny.
Good, it's so good, and when it's bad, it's so bad. If you lose the server lottery, holy shit, it's so bad.
It's dog shit, chat. It's trash.
But with that said, I hate being so negative about all this. It feels so unproductive, so I'm gonna draw a line in the swouse and talk about the good stuff.
What's a
He said it again.
Losing the server lottery may be a really low, but
Yeah, that's my
worthy opponent where each team is fighting tooth and nail for the win. That is such an intoxicatingly high. What my buddy Bada would call peak Battlefield. The round that I recognize this.
Yeah, he said the thing. Roll credits. Thank you for
conquest with one
doing what we
flag.
It's like Bart Simpson moment.
100 tickets and managed to mount one of the greatest comebacks.
Say the line, Badger. Placate us. Give us the sauce.
Hit that woman in the face with an RPG. I was aiming for the vehicle. I swear. And I got the vehicle.
Hell didn't get me.
I got him too. Double kill. By the 9, I'm tweaking.
This is such a shit show.
Hey, Badger.
More bodies.
What the?
What are you saying?
Man, that's literally me when somebody says, "Hey, I've got cheap commissions up for sale." What did you just say?
Dude.
You should know this. You've been playing this game for 30 minutes.
Yo, Kenji, thank you for following. What's up, dude?
A perfect lock. Thank you, Recon, whoever you are out there. What a god. Finally ended the little burst streak.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
Teamwork is actually so intoxicating when it actually fucking happens in this dipshit game.
It's like drugs.
I've got a problem. Yeah, it's called not enough smart commissions. Called not enough fan art of me. That's my problem. I need more fan art.
Yes! Oh my god! Yes, the teamwork is so intoxicating. And we're on the flag. I mean, we gotta make up like a gigantic ass gap.
Real talk, if you guys want to make fan art of my character dressed up in like military gear, getting my ass slapped by some big butch juggernaut character, go for it.
Or me.
Yeah. Fan art makes
Slapping her ass, I mean.
Anyway, we have an ad break coming in, guys. I'm gonna run the ad break and go pee real quick.
Teamwork is like drinking, and baby, I'm driving.
Yes.
I do love watching the chaos of a Badger lobby. I would love one day if I got the chance to play a Badger, or even just any of that crew. Actually, I mean, to be fair, we did get to play with Digital Variant recently. I say recently, like a month or two ago.
Like, way right. I would dance if you're gonna revive me. Thank you.
I'm a damn good dancer.
Lovely guy, by the way.
100 tickets now. We're making.
Oh yeah, Digi's great.
Let me lock on, baby. Let me lock on.
Very real person.
One on point.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh.
What?
The time
His
ran
time.
out.
It's
It's kind of
'cause
shit.
of time.
It's kind of shitty that's time.
Yeah, that was reason enough. I think it's more of that thing of
That was
like DG's kind of like
maybe one of the
that
most
border
hero
between
comebacks I've
VTuber
ever seen
and
in
like the
Battlefield.
normies.
If you ask me,
Because you know you've got
Oh,
that
yeah,
you've
DG's a
got
preacher.
that you've got that like borderline, right? DG of it like has a VTube model and it does VTubing similar to like it's kind of like that same like there's the spectrum, right? You've got people like Badger who's very much just a normie human, and then you've got the middle of the line which is like Heavenly Father and DG who are very much like VTubers, but they're still in that sort of like normie mentality.
That's why you're not gonna get invited back. Because
Yeah,
you keep
what
saying
the
his name
fuck do you
wrong.
mean? I might be a VTuber, but
His
I do
name's
not.
Digi.
Huh?
Digi, like digital. You fucking dork.
I said.
DG. You keep saying DG.
Yeah, DG.
No, Digi.
Oh,
Like
DG. Oh,
digital.
whatever. You know what I mean. Either way.
That's why you don't get invited back anymore.
Ah! Still. You know, they have a good spectrum of people in that little group. So, oh, maybe. I do
that's
like
the kind of battlefield that I want to be playing every round.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Heavenly
DICE has
Father,
to
he
do
who
on the
walks
back
the
end to
line
make
between
this kind
flesh
of
and
team
VTube and
balance
still has
happen in
no
every
bitches.
server, whether it's skill-based matchmaking or
Just
some kind
like
of fancy
me.
statistical algorithm, but no matter the buttons they gotta press, blue, yellow, pink, whatever,
this down the
man,
corner?
just
Oh,
keep
shit, that's
bringing
my
me
preview.
that. The other workaround we found to this server lottery issue is just bringing the whole damn squad into a server, and I'm not talking about a squad of 4. I'm talking 10, 12 guys in the same voice call on the same
Oh,
team.
God, that would
charging
be
towards the
overstimming to a
enemy. We mainly do this
nutshell.
in the portal game mode, which
Yeah,
I
that's too many
absolutely
words.
adore, by the way. Depending on the weekly rotation, it allows you to play older Battlefields in a remastered format like Battlefield 3, Bad Company 2, or 1942. There's always a wacky twist, like we had entirely American weapons while playing as the Germans, but overall...
Okay, I've noticed something that's upsetting me slightly. He didn't rig his thumb. It's actually upsetting me. His thumb doesn't move. And now that I've told you that, you'll notice it for the rest of the video.
fan of this mode.
No. I'm your grease monkey. Stop moving, bitch.
Guys.
Grenade or granata.
Granata!
Still not the right fucking language, you idiot.
Playing to its Tarkov.
Russian. That is Russian. Boy, do I ever love shooting Americans with an M1 Garand.
Feels great, don't it?
Dude, all 10 of us joined the game and they are fucked. They are so fucked, dude. Everybody gangsta until 40 Germans in the same voice call show
Oh my
up with
God, that's
Garands and
hysterical.
1911s, dude. Oh, I got his ass.
Nice.
No, I'm gonna revive.
I will
no,
say,
I gotta shoot
I do prefer these, like, World War II and timely, like, Battlefield games. I don't know, it's just something kind of more... I don't know, it kind of slows things down a little bit, but I just prefer this kind of, like, themed Battlefields. Also, that is the most Battlefield name I've ever seen. Fury God 96. That sounds like the kind of name you'd have in a Call of Duty lobby back in, like, 2009.
first. I gotta shoot
One
first.
more?
I gotta
Two
shoot
more?
first. Okay,
There you
okay,
go.
okay, we're good.
Ow.
Wait, I don't want your dog shit MG42. Give me this back. There's so many right here, dude.
Green Fortnite. I'm running.
God, it's giving me so much nostalgia of, like, do you guys remember Medal of Honor?
How is that possible, dude?
Dude, Medal of Honor 2 and 3 to this day, I still have those rent-free in my head.
A German chamber checking a fucking Garand is not something I expected to see today, dude.
Wait, am I rocking a 1911 as the German?
Yes.
Yeah, we
yes,
had
you
this.
are.
We had this one.
Yeah, God's caliber. About to be 2 world wars, baby. Wait a sec.
Okay, I'm arming green.
Wow.
I'm scared. I'm
When
scared.
millennials fight a
I'm
war.
1911. I've God's caliber. I don't give a shit.
Get up, Booger! We're going home together, buddy!
Let's go.
Statistically unlikely.
Me trying to keep
Ooh,
optimism
sorry,
so I can
my
keep
bad.
myself alive. The cat girl in the trench next to me.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Ew. 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 Germans catgirling. Ew. Don't you mean Uwu? Jawohl. Jawohl, mein
Wouldn't
Kommandant.
it be? Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be? Nine.
I would execute you.
I've about helicopter here with you. You dumb Nyan.
You're not. I'm not stuck in a voice call with you. You're stuck in a voice call with me.
Scheiße.
With a 45. I would not let that slide.
I love it when Calvin hits the what as if he is one of the zestiest people in CTE.
It's not like I like you or anything, Shiza.
Shut the fuck up, Calvin.
We're about to have some collateral damage.
Armbands. Battlefield went woke, fellas. What's going on?
DEI Battlefield.
DEI Nazis.
I can't be racist. I can't be racist. There's no armbands. I said, wow, I'm the least racist person.
We can't be racist. No one's ever seen us being racist. We've got all the best non-racist people on our side. Don't worry, we're the least racist team. I guess you did not see that coming.
I think my experience with Portal opened my eyes as to how much map and mode influence how much fun you're having and how much better this game could have been.
Mein Kampf? More like Mein Kampf, girl. Okay, that's the show. I'm going home.
And if some decisions were made differently, for example,
in my
the way
life.
that Portal was advertised as having one team with Bad Company 2 players facing off against another team of 2042 players is something I never experienced. All I ever played was a whole server of Bad Company 2 players, or a whole server
Oh
of
no,
24
S is here. So SDEF, they're actually German, and I feel like I've just offended so many people in my community. Okay, as a public service announcement to every German currently watching my stream, I'm not sorry. I will continue, and you should never try and expect anything more from me. Get fucked.
42
I can hear
players.
Robin
Never a mix
Williams
the
in the
two.
back of my
Destruction
head.
is another decision that I think they got wrong after playing Portal because the freedom to break
Did you ever think you killed all the funny
I
people?
consider to be one of the core tenets of Battlefield.
Okay, I'm running up with C4 because I'm a dipshit.
Come on,
Where is he?
dipshit.
Where
Come on,
is he?
dipshit. Come on, dipshit. Come
C4,
on,
dog.
dipshit.
Oh, the C4
However, the
moment.
destruction does exist, but it's so neutered. Like when a 40 grenade launcher won't even.
Wasn't one of the big things about the last Call of Duty game the fact that there was like huge destructibility? Not Call of Duty, Battlefield game. The destructibility, like there was the whole thing about like the dam you could blow up and everything else. Like I remember seeing something about that actually. Hold up, I want to like find this.
Right, for the viewers at home, are you keeping track of how many times Kari has tabbed out and gotten lost in a tangent?
Yeah, look at this shit. This is what I mean, right? Like in the older Call of Duty games, like the Modern Warfare, Battlefield games. Yeah, Battlefield had these huge destructible environments to them, and I don't get why they didn't bring more of that into 2042. So that shit was awesome. So it feels weird they didn't bring that into the new one.
Bust open a wall. I feel like Battlefield has lost its DNA.
Damn, look how they massacred my boy. 40 mils don't even destroy buildings. Like, what's the point?
If you ask me, I think they toned
Kinda crazy
down
when
the destruction
Fortnite has
because
better
their
destructible
map
physics
design
than
is
this game
bad.
does.
On countless maps, the overall flow and balance breaks down if you destroy too many buildings and thus too much cover for the attacking team. But it just feels like such a lazy decision to nerf destruction as a solution.
Can I blow up the walls? Does that work?
I think there's a guy on top
If
of the
I want to, okay, there is a video out there somewhere of me at the beginning of a Fortnite game taking out the entire base of one of the buildings in Faulty Towers. Tilted Towers. And completely destroying the thing from the ground up, because when you took out the foundations, the rest of it demolished from going down to up, and killing an entire team who was sat in the top floors. Yes, that was very stupid of me to do, but I still did it, and it was still funny as fuck. Just because it's stupid doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to do it.
Damn, this does not feel like Battlefield, I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't explode.
Aw, Red Thunder, that's
That
really
doesn't
sweet of you to say,
explode?
thank
Are
you.
you kidding me? Jesus, what
Hey
happened
guys,
to
do you
this-
want to be like Red Thunder and being a cool kid who comes across from YouTube and join us on Twitch? Well, you totally should, because we're in the Donathon and we're going to be streaming every single day. And hey, you should check out the Patreon and Discord and stuff, and shameless advertisement, haha!
franchise?
What makes this so frustrating is the DICE clearly knows how to make a great map. Like, exposure is good, Flashpoint is real.
Yes, they know how to make a good map. It's a shame they don't know how to use their own goddamn engine these days. DICE? DICE, I know that your higher ups tell you to use the engine that you've been on, but stop. Ew. But stop.
Really good. It's wide enough. There's varying terrain. There's varying elevation. There's plenty of cover. A great flow around the objectives. The whole thing is cash money.
Oh my goodness.
Direct impacted, baby. All right.
But for every flashpoint that's just right, there are so many maps that are way too big, way too bland, where it looks like they did nothing but spam shipping containers with the prop tool in their map.
You want to know what the funny thing is? That's what the Fortnite Battle Royale was originally. Fortnite Battle Royale was literally a giant landmass that they just used the copy and paste tool with a bunch of assets from the Save the World mode and slathered it into a open area. That's literally all it was. And look at it now.
Editor, and don't even get me started on Hourglass, dog. What the fuck? A narrow choke point surrounded by nothing but flat sand.
Thing is, they do that and they disguise it as a whole new game.
Server and never come back. It's the closest thing 2042 has to hell in a map.
I'm pretty sure if you get killed by anything made by Keltec, you get sent to the 9th realm of hell. Like, what the fuck is that?
You go to Floridian hell.
Floridian hell is just Tampa.
Floridian hell is
What do you mean Floridian hell? Florida is hell. Have you ever been to Florida? I have.
hell with a high skill cap.
That's a higher gear score.
You go to ranked hell.
There's skill-based damnation.
Here's the gear score requirement at Daytona.
Just like I've been saying the whole video, when DICE does it well, they do it
Thankfully,
really
England
well.
doesn't
These
have
are
a gear
clearly
score. It has an IQ score requirement, which is why none of us enjoy living here.
Talented people like Eureka Harbor from Bad Company 2. Look at that shit, dog. Cash money.
Damn.
Let's go.
Direct impacted, baby. All right. All right.
But when they do it poorly, they do it really poorly. Like Battle of the Balls from 1942. Why the hell did they bring that abomination back?
Yay! Let's run across this open field.
A lot of these complaints are ones that I've had since I started playing Battlefield. Like the maps have always been hit or miss. The latency since Battlefield 3's version of the Frostbite game engine has always been kind of ass. I know that Battlefield has...
Wow, it's almost like I was saying that 5 seconds ago. It's almost like the Frostbite engine has been overused unnecessarily because people keep telling them to, even though it sucks.
Very large maps with very large player counts, which comes with a serious demand on servers, but the sensation of lag, latency, or what feels like constantly getting shot around corners is something
I actually do not think I can recall a single game that's been made on Frostbite that hasn't ended up sucking majorly.
It's been in there forever, where you're like 86 feet around a corner and you still die from packet latency.
Wow, that's just like typical Tarkov.
Oh my
Damn,
God,
that's crazy.
dude.
Dialing it back a little here, 2042 may be flawed and disappointing because it could have been so much better. But make no mistake, it's still incredibly fun. There is so much interesting shit you can do in this game that anytime I was lacking on fun, I was usually lacking on imagination. Whip out the Rorsch MK4 railgun that fires a metal rod with no bullet drop into someone's
I'll be right. I think that's legitimately the biggest problem people have with shooters or like any kind of competitive game. Like, oh, game's gotten boring. Well, why do you think that is? Oh, it's just nothing fun to do. Okay. Have you tried using different loadout? No. What do you mean? I've been using the same loadout for the last 500 games. Gee, I wonder why you're not having as much fun as you could be.
Tell me this game isn't fun.
Spend $50 on a game to experience like 5% of it.
Quadrocopter.
I feel like watching LNG camping.
Oh my God! You are not kidding, dude.
Yeah, like that. It does everything.
Yes, baby, that's what I want right there.
My quest for more silly shit to have fun with eventually brought me to the 40mm grenade launcher, which I've always
don't take
found
things
fun.
so seriously,
Taking a
dude.
munition that is designed to explode for area of effect damage and using it as nothing more than a comically large bullet to punch people with really dialed up my enjoyment of 2042.
I kind of want to see if I can direct impact.
Well, he's downstairs, half HP.
Yes, I can, baby! Oh my God!
You know what? There's nothing more satisfying in Helldivers than having a troll in your group and using your grenade launcher point blank to punt them in the head. It might not explode, but the sheer force of blunt trauma to their cranium pretty much does the job for you. It's kind of amusing.
Who's smacking a metal pipe right now? What is that?
Oh, I accidentally just hit that dude in the mouth with an HE. I was trying to blow up the building that he was in, and I hit him in the face.
This strategy of bringing a 40mm bullet to a 9mm gunfight is much easier in the Portal mode with Bad Company 2 because they'll give you like 6 of them, but it is still possible in Vanilla 2042. On the Scar-looking farm goal, they'll give you a single 40mm fragmentation grenade, and one of those suckers is all you need.
Wow, guys, look, it's a future gun.
Instead of Quayway. Like, you can't have that many UEs, UEs.
Quayway!
And not have it pronounced Quayway.
If I ever
I'm pretty sure I just had a stroke listening to that. Good God.
died to him in a video game. Oh my God.
Please use your Scary Wari on my grenady wadey. Ooh woo.
That if you put on the armor-piercing 40 mils, you get 2 of them. To which I responded, "Say no more."
Hupper.
Bang! Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
what I wanted right
that
there. And,
cheeky.
Bang!
Get him, Badger.
Double. God, you're so goated, chat. This is why I play on Twitch instead of not on Twitch. There we go, baby.
Gee, you can tell this was a slightly dated comment.
Yes, baby! Holy shit! Same dude. Oh my God.
Some people
Yes,
believe
sir.
that to be
Double
righteous
kill,
fury.
baby. Oh my.
I
Yo,
got
gotta
killed by a
revive that.
grenade. I respawned, got killed by another grenade, and then another grenade. I think the cosmic alignment has says that I shouldn't exist.
Deadly, and you know I love taking the label non-lethal as a personal challenge.
Come here, dog. Come here, dog. Come here, dog. Yes! Yes, it worked! That was perfect. That's perfect.
I didn't realize grenade launchers were a melee weapon.
With the smoke grenade, baby! Baby!
That's 'cause you
Another
lack
double kill.
imagination.
Somebody spawn on me, please.
Fucking God, dude.
Bonk. Oh, right in the ass, dude. Give me some smoke, baby.
Oh God! Imagine you're trying to snipe, and the next thing you know, you've got a grenade, like a grenade shell, lodged up your rectum. Oh, the humanity!
Give me some smoke. Who's got the smoke?
What is that guy
We
doing?
want the smoke. Yes, I got it. Yes, I'm out of here.
It's the little thunk that comes after it. It's so that just rubs it in the with the salt in the wound.
Of using explosive ordnance like a single-shot muzzleloader inevitably led me to the RPG, because if it's good enough for a tank, it's good enough for your chest.
And you
Accurate.
see, just because it's not efficient doesn't mean it's not satisfying.
No way. That was
Hell
like
yeah.
Simone Biles in Paris. What the?
I
Oh, that's so disrespectful, dude.
I see Russian Badger is trying to fund the Battlefield space program.
No, it's gas. No, it's gas. Oh my God.
Russian Badger is quite literally channeling the soldier from Team Fortress 2. Quite literally. Like, thinking the dude can rocket jump. Hey, if I can rocket jump, so can you. What was that guy looking at? Absolutely blind.
Tactic, dude, but it's so much fun.
How tall am I? 10 foot tall.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. That's crazy.
And wouldn't you know it, in the middle of my RPG rampage, chat
And
reminded
not
me that
compensating
rocket
even a
launcher is
little bit.
lethal
Not
from
in the
both
slightest.
ends. And the only thing better than vaporizing bad guys with Backblast is doing it on the classic Bad Company 2 map, Eureka Harbor. Absolutely peak Battlefield.
Yo,
sniper.
yo, check this out, chat.
Oh
check this
no.
out. We're gonna backblast. Yes, it worked, baby. It's very
That's
funny.
such bad manners.
Oh, I got him.
Just fucking backblasting them.
I love
That's
it.
so mean.
I love it. I respect hustle. I love it because, and I hate it because I know that's exactly what I would do.
That's what the single mother hears when she's getting evicted in Animal Crossing.
Like, I'm so sorry, bestie, but you have to get the fuck off my island.
Oh my God, I accidentally just hit a dude. That hot.
What was that? Dude, this shit's hilarious.
No, that was
That
nuts.
poor guy.
Oh
Like,
my
you know, the
God.
cosmic
This dude
alignment
jumped
has
out right
decided
as I
that you
ripped
shall
the
not
trigger
exist
and
today.
He ate that RPG.
He works. Thank you for the
I
follow.
blew his shit smooth off.
That had me crying laughing the other day. Mr. William, my pet has stopped eating. What should I do? Blow his head smooth off.
Overreaction? Yes. Does it solve the problem? Absolutely.
Clearly have texted the wrong number. I'm sorry.
That's so barbaric. Who would recommend that? How did that guy get a license? This is a Battlefield 2442 backblast moment if I've ever seen one.
I don't know, maybe contextually it makes more sense.
Yes, I got him! I got a double kill with a single backblast. No way!
Wow.
The final stretch of my 2042 experience was trading in the RPG for the...
Isn't it funny how, like, doing exactly what he's doing right there goes against it goes against the very nature of what you're supposed to do. So what you're telling me is I got an RPG right here that if I shoot it forwards, it'll explode and do diligent amounts of damage in a large radius. But on the other hand, you're telling me the other end has a jet of very small, a very small cone of projected heat from said rocket launch, And you're telling me that I could theoretically use that back blast to give people back shots? Well, doctor, I think I know what I'm going to be doing today. You better set me up with 44 cc's of back shots stat. No, wait, back shots is... Anyway.
Raw missile launcher. And you guys gotta tell
I'll
me
give
if
you a
I'm
back
weird.
shot
Am I
later.
weird for loving soft launch systems
Yeah?
that thunk out the missile, then ignite the boost propellant a few seconds later like this? I could not stop talking about how incredible I find this technology, but the homies didn't seem too jazzed. They were much more interested in making fish jokes the entire time.
Put rod wave on the car.
Oh my god!
Man, you kicked him in the bass.
Wait. Scroll back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, play it.
Put rod wave on the car.
Oh my god, right in the face, dog. I love the way that
Don't you mean, oh my cod? Ha!
that rocket engine kicks in, even though it's a missile. I know it's a missile. I know it's a missile. I know.
This swimmer talking about I'm gonna find land before you. Yeah, sure.
Here we go, baby. Right in the head.
Hey guys, what did the sea say to the shore? Nothing. It just waved. Ah!
Oh, I got him.
I love dad jokes.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, you know when a joke becomes a dad joke? When it's apparent.
I hit him right in the knees. Oh my god, that's so savage.
Wrapping on up here, 2042 is a very flawed game, but I still had a ton of fun with it, and it's significantly better than it was 3 years ago. With all of this in mind, I'm just excited to see what the next one looks like, because as much as my mind tells me not to
we're
get
definitely
excited
gonna get a
about
new
the next
Battlefield at some point
Battlefield,
soon.
my heart will always be excited about the next
Actually,
Battlefield.
if I'm not mistaken, didn't at one point they take all funding away from Battlefield 2042 because they were so sure it was gonna die? And then all of a sudden they brought it back and were like, hey, yeah, no, let's give it another try. Right at the time they started working on the next Battlefield game. Ew.
And with that said, I cannot thank you enough for hearing me out and watching this video. It was a blast to make. I learned so many new skills behind the scenes, and it allowed me to do nothing but think deeply and write about Battlefield for days on end.
God, I love these little these little background shots that he's doing. They're just so chaotic.
Battlefield 5 footage from 2020 where one of you in the military told me what was happening on your base, and it made me want to say God bless America.
That's ridiculous, D-Rez. I'm active Army, 1/3 of the way done through my 6-month AIT training. On our base, there's been Marines that have tackled deer and put PT belts on.
So it was a
Can
bright
confirm,
idea to
I've
fund this
actually
video.
seen
My
that.
cousin and I made t-shirts dedicated to the heroes, making sure that all deer on military bases glow in the dark. They'll be on sale as a pre-order for the next 2
That's
weeks
amazing.
and shipped to your door in about 3 to 4
Russian
months.
Badger making the American military one step safer every day.
You can do me a solid by buying Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, the greatest energy drink in the world, my swamp-ass soup that definitely doesn't taste like poop, and using code BADGER on your order will get you
Damn,
10%
shameless.
off everything.
I saw in chat.
I think
"Damn,
after
Badger,
today, we
you have
deserve
diarrhea
at least a
because you
little bit
can't
of swamp
stop
pass."
shitting on gamers." It's like, it's such a base. All right, I guess it's funny.
You laughing, ain't you?
I am laughing.
And if you completely hate physical
Fucking
products, you can
Digi
support my
Grappa
videos
laugh,
just by
Jesus
using
Christ.
my creator code on Fortnite or the Epic Games Store, so that somehow, some way, Epic will make me a character in that silly-ass game.
Insomniacs be like, picture of a bed. Ain't happening, buddy.
Whoa,
Final shout out.
bed? Damn, crazy. I could use a bed right now because I'm fucking sick
To
still.
my homies for helping me make this video. Not only
I'll
will
put
their
you in
links be down below, but plenty of
Free?
them also have gamer
And tuck
subs
me in?
codes. So if you
And
thought
kiss me on the forehead
anybody was
goodnight?
especially entertaining, you can use
And
their
read me a
code
bedtime
for
story?
anything
Seriously?
gamer subs related to
If you
land
had-
them a commission
what
and get
bedtime
10%
story
off
would I
your
even
order,
read?
which is a powerful thing if you ask me.
In like 4 months, I put on that new French Montana. My daughter takes her first steps to walk over and turn that shit off.
That's when you know you've got a real one. That's when you know that that child has made it past the Darwinism. That's a child that you keep. They've made it past the natural selection.
The right hand, left hand.
Who shoot me?
Oh hell yeah, John
Fortnite.
You're the goat.
You're the
Shut the fuck up, dog.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah, Jigsaw, you the goat.
I'm not sure how I feel about this one, Jigsaw.
Why?
God damn it.
Having no
Wait, hold on,
context
Bob's
into what
getting
you're
back
doing is
shots?
great. It's great.
Money can't buy you happiness, believers, when I show them gambling and alcohol.
And Fortnite V-Bucks, which is basically gambling and crippling addiction to opening Pokemon cards, saying that it's not gambling but really is. and that everyone in the Pokemon community says that opening Pokemon packs isn't gambling, but it actually 100% is, and it's like the most watered down gambling that they're selling to kids. Haha, smile.
Hey, Kari, you know what we should do?
Open Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling when an MF says sour cream is a seasoning, like he ain't about to get verbally abused by
By the way, guys, I'm getting a pack of Pokemon, the new Pokemon set coming to my house real soon. All right, that was a good video. Say, Tia, what have we learned from today's video? What's the moral of today's video?
Backshots are funny.
Hell yeah, guys! Hell yeah, backshots are funny. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Please come by the Twitch. Make sure you go watch Rash and Badger's side of things. And I'll see you all next time. Say bye-bye, Tia.
Fish